Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are replacing the front brake pads on a 2008 Saab 93 Aero. You would have the same brake setup if your car has the 16-inch plus brakes, the 340mm brake disc code AC, brake caliper code CC, or it could be referred to as the brake level 3 setup. Lift the car and secure it, remove the wheel, and the first thing you want to do is remove the retaining spring. Pry out its lower part, then separate it from the brake pad in the middle. Don't let fly as I did. And yeah, it's a good idea to wear some safety glasses besides some gloves and dust masks. Pry out the dust covers. You'll shortly see the upper one was half a way out. We're replacing these pads because of noise and weak stopping power. The original design pads have a groove in them, where you can pry to compress the piston. These cheap pads didn't have the groove, so I had to be creative. Luckily I didn't have to push a lot because they were relatively new. I don't recommend removing these slide pins with power tools, especially if you don't know what you're doing. The caliper lifts up easily. Don't let it hang from the brake hose. I think these are the cheapest Chinese junk in our market. Although not designed for Saab, but they still managed to make them fit. Note the missing groove on both pads. I later found what was left from a brake wear sensor on the left side, confirming the hack job. Next, I cleaned all the contact points with a brush and brake parts cleaner. And please make sure you wear a dust mask. I guess Eric O from South Main Auto will be proud of me for using so much brake cleaner. Next, I use a high temperature silicone grease to lubricate the points where the pad slides. You want to use just enough, otherwise it will act like a brake dust collection point. People living in a rusty environment may have to do more cleaning and lubricating. I'm using HELLA T1551 pads, which are OE equivalent. Note that these pads are directional, so read the instructions carefully. Pads on the left side are different from the ones on the right. Note the groove in the pad, like the OE design. Next, clean the caliper slide pins and lubricate them. They were not dirty at all, but super dry. The more I dive in this brake job, the more I found evidence of poor installation. I found one slide pin completely loose, all pins were dry, the left side disc was missing the holding screw, dust covers not fully in, and the cheapest pads I've ever seen. You only want to lubricate the shiny area, not the threads. The caliper slides in its place easily. Wiggle the brake caliper and install the pins hand tight. Next, torque them to 28 Newton meter or 21 pound-foot. And don't forget the little dust covers. To install the retaining spring, start from the top part. Then squeeze it in the middle to insert the tab in the brake pad. Finally, squeeze the lower part in place wearing your safety glasses. Give it a few left taps to make sure it is sitting in its place. Install the wheels and tighten the lug bolts to 110 Newton meter or 81 pound-foot. Then lower the car, and most important, don't forget to pump the brake pedal a few times before you start driving. I hope you find this video helpful to you. If you enjoy what I do, please support the channel by like and share this video. And if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and turn that bell on. Thank you for watching.